Many GMAT problems look more complicated than they really are. In particular, weighted average problems can often be shortcut with a very simple technique. I'm Mark Glenn, the GMAT mentor, here to make the GMAT make sense. Here's a good example. Pause the video if you'd like to try it first. So this problem is labeled difficult, and at first glance you can see why. Mixture X contains ryegrass and bluegrass, and mixture Y contains ryegrass and fescue. So it looks like we may need to track multiple components. But notice what the question actually tells us about the combined mixture. It only refers to ryegrass. Nothing about the bluegrass, nothing about the fescue. So that's the clue that we can ignore the other components and focus only on the ryegrass percentages. Now here's the shortcut. Mixture X is 40% ryegrass. Mixture Y is 25% ryegrass. And the combined mixture is 30% ryegrass. So you can think of this like a balance scale. Since 30 is closer to 25 than it is to 40, the combined mixture must be weighted more towards mixture Y. That already tells us there must be more of Y than X, so X has to be less than half of the combined mixture. And you can eliminate D and E right away. But we can go further. The distance from 30 to 40 is 10, and the distance from 25 to 30 is 5. So the distances are in the ratio of 10 to 5, which simplifies to 2 to 1. And in a weighted average, those distances correspond to the quantities in the opposite direction. So since the mixture is farther from 40, there must be less of X. And since it is closer to 25, there must be more of Y. So the quantities are 1 part X to 2 parts Y. That means the whole is 3 parts total, and X is one of those 3 parts. So X is 1/3 of the combined mixture, which is 33 1/3%. The answer is B. Now you could also solve using algebra. The amount of ryegrass in the separate mixtures has to equal the amount of ryegrass in the combined mixture. So we can write 0.4x plus 0.25y equals 0.3 times x plus y. And then we distribute the 0.3 on the right. And then we subtract 0.3x and 0.25y from both sides. So we get 0.1x equals 0.05y. Then multiply both sides by 20. So we get 2x equals y. So essentially y is twice x. And now we want the fraction of the combined mixture that is x. So we do x over x plus y. And then we can substitute that 2x for y. So we have x over x plus 2x, which becomes x over 3x. And we can cancel the x's, so that becomes 1/3, which again is equal to 33 1/3%. The balancing shortcut is definitely faster here. And once you get comfortable with it, you can often do most of it mentally. While you're learning it though, it helps to sketch the scale so you can see why the ratio flips. And this is a very useful GMAT pattern. When you have a 2-part weighted average or mixture setup like this, the balancing method is usually the fastest path. So hopefully that helps the GMAT make sense. Subscribe for more GMAT patterns and strategies.